Live, live, live. How is my audio? Audio check, audio check. Oh, thank you. Oh, Nick Fisher. It's great to see you. I was thinking about you today. How has it been? Welcome, 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 guys. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awesome. Awesome. How is the audio on Instagram? How is the audio on Instagram? So what is the excuse with Facebook? Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Are we good on Facebook? We're good on Instagram. So, guys, we are live on Instagram. Please always state that in the post. We're live on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on TikTok. We're live on Instagram, Facebook. Vaughn, greetings. On Fridays, we can have longer sessions. We can have longer sessions on Friday. So, thank God it's Friday, and everybody, welcome to the part 4 of Life Audit. We started this series a couple of weeks ago, and today is part 4. Now, let's do everything we normally do, send to the community and all that. Are you working on that? We're also on Twitter at Femi Jubal. So we are actually streaming on all social media platforms now, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Instagram. We're still struggling with Facebook, right? We're struggling with the sound of Facebook. All right, good. Thank you. So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok. Machi, hi. Guys, double tap the screen and share the video with your friends. Oje Esechi on Twitter. Thank you for joining. Madam Grace, good evening, ma. Landlady of Lagos, good evening. So we're going to continue the series. Call me Thames. How are you? Life audits. Like I said that all my live sessions, now till the end of 2024 is going to be about life audit, holding each other accountable. So there's going to be a lot of toughness, brutal honesty, right? The aim is not to deliberately offend anybody. It is because if there is one thing that gives me joy, it is seeing, watching people grow. That's what it gives me joy. When I see people grow, it gives me joy. When I'm not seeing growth, I am irritated. Santi Sugar, good afternoon. When I'm not, if there is no growth, I am, because I don't believe in stagnation actually. And a lot of people know that, but I don't believe that there is anything like stagnancy. Like nothing is stagnant. Maureen, hi, long time. Nothing. There is no stagnation anywhere. You are either moving forward, Modesty Moon Rising, or you are going backward. That's it. Nothing is stagnant in the universe. Allergic greetings. So everything is either flowing forward or retrogressing backward. And I've always said this, guys. I've always said that it does not take more than 3 to 6 to 9 months to transform your life. It doesn't take more than 3 to 6 to 9 months. There are a lot of people who have it is not up to a year that they joined us. So there are evidence and proofs already that to command the result that we want to command, that we desire to command in our life, it doesn't have to take 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. No. Diet greetings. Even the Bible says, after you have suffered for a while, yes, and then you will be rewarded and strengthened. After you have suffered for a while. So suffering should not be long. Because the truth of the matter is, suffering itself is a part of life. Suffering is a part of life. It is a part of life, guys. Negative is a part of life. Any greetings. Yes, negative is a part of life. Poverty is a part of life. Good evening, gift. Because there is a law of duality. And the law of duality says that everything that you see, it has an equal opposite. That's what it is. There is an opposite. Everything is dual in nature, the masculine and the feminine energy, good and bad, light and darkness, hate and love, scarcity and abundance, sickness and health, life and death. Olimat, good evening. We have been taught to believe that it is only one-sided, that life is one-sided. That's how a lot of us, life is one-sided to us. And that's why when we are confronted with challenges and issues, we break down easily because we did not expect it. Linda, hi. We have not come to terms with the fact that even the negative is meant to be used because everything that you see, same energy, different expression. Same energy, different expression. Love and hate are two sides of a coin. Same energy, different expression. Sickness and health Two sides of a coin. Same energy, different expression. I salute your divinity, guys. For the law of the spirit of life has freed you from the law of sin and death. Same energy, different expression. Now, this concept is a metaverse. This is a meta thinking. This is metacognition. It takes a level of thinking about what you are thinking about to come to this place of understanding. Because until we come to this place of understanding, we will not master the subtle art of detachment. And it is in the subtle art of detachment that we're able to understand things better. Poverty is a part of life. This is the fact. I'm not saying you stay in poverty, but poverty is meant to teach you some lessons. It is an experience. Everything in the 3D reality is an experience. It's just an experience. Poverty is the same thing as prosperity. Same energy, different expressions. The real challenge is when you now allow poverty to build a home in your consciousness, because it is a temporary situation. Anything that does not please you, that does not serve you, anything that is not pushing you to your authenticity is temporary. It's a stage, it's a phase of life that is you are meant to use as a stepping stone to the quality of life that you want. Same energy, different expression. Same energy, different expression. Guys, please double tap the screen and share the video with your friends. Now, tonight we're looking at life audit part 4. We're going to focus on relationship assessment today. Relationship assessment. Barely 3 months before the end of the year. And for a lot of people, they are where they are today, not just because of their own passiveness, but because of the kind of people they are mingling with, the kind of friends that they are keeping. The reason they are where they are, one of the main reasons is because of their association. When you break down the word relationship, syllables, relate on the ship, meaning the key elements in any type of relationship is number one, there must be communication. There must be communication, right? The key element in every type of relationship. Then there must be a vision, and then there must be progress towards the vision, relating on the ship. That's what it is. Any type of relationship at all. But it is the first thing, your relationship with yourself. It is impossible for you to command success or to build healthy, mutually beneficial, strategic relationship with other people if you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself. Many people are running away from themselves. You are running away from yourself. One of the biggest crises we have in the 21st century is identity crisis. People know everything about everybody except You know everything about everybody except yourself. They are running away from the only person that can help them become the best and the most authentic version of who they are. They are running away from the number one person that is responsible for how they champion any change and transformation in their life. They are running away. A lot of people, you are avoiding yourself. And this is why, people jump from one thing to another. People are looking for relationship because they think it is an escape route from having a relationship with themselves. Intra-relationship. So they think that if I can just go into marriage, I will excuse myself of spending time with myself so I can now start spending time with my partner. See, when you discover yourself, triumphant, hello, and you start having a relationship with yourself, one of the things that will happen to you is you will understand that nobody is responsible for your happiness. No human, your husband is not responsible for your happiness. Your wife is not responsible for your happiness. The number one person who is responsible for your happiness is you. But this decision must be powered from the place of self-consciousness and awareness. Awareness is the beginning of transformation. Nobody is responsible for your happiness. So if you are sad, easily depressed, you don't know why you are sad. That's one of the most annoying thing I see in people is when an adult does not know why they are sad. I don't know the remedy for that. An adult does not know why they are sad. Hmm. Because you are not running to yourself. You are running to other things. So you don't even know yourself. So you don't even know your triggers, your shadow, the darkness in you. So you can't shine your light because you don't know yourself. Anyone who is unable to communicate their challenges effectively is not an adult. You sit down with people sometimes and you ask them, what is wrong with you? They beat around the bush and they have not said anything. Some people can talk about their situation for 5 hours, yet they have not said anything because they can't communicate their challenges effectively. Anyone who is unable to communicate their challenges effectively is not an adult. Is an overgrown baby. So the priority for such people is to first grow. Because see, only babies find it hard to communicate when they are in discomfort. A baby cannot communicate why and when it is in discomfort. And many adults are like that. They can't communicate effectively why they are going through what they are going through. And they think it is normal. It is a symptom of identity crisis when people don't know who they are. It is when you don't know who you are that you are not able to communicate the reason why you are going through what you are going through. Three stages. Know yourself. If you want to always win the battle of life, first you must know yourself. Number two, you must know your friends. Number three, you must know your enemies. Know yourself. Then you're able to, because see, like I said, everything is powered from the place of self-identity. Excuse me. So one, know how much of yourself do you know? Are you going into a relationship with your knowledge of self, or you're going with identity crisis, thinking that you will find who you are in your relationship? And this is the reason a lot of people claim that it's very hard to know people because you don't know yourself. Because knowing yourself becomes the lens through which you know other people. Because when you know yourself, you know your intrinsic values, you know your qualities, you know your strength, your weaknesses, your values, your principles. It then becomes the foundation on which you assess other people. So if they don't meet up with the structure of your foundation, you let them be. Know yourself, know your friends, know your enemies. And this is the first step to nurturing healthy and beneficial relationships. This is the first step to nurturing healthy and beneficial relationships. Let's take the likes up now. It's just 20. I don't understand. Your relationship with yourself. That's number one. Now, number two, your relationship with your God. What is your relationship with your God? I'm not talking about your relationship with you know, your religious institution. What is your relationship with your God? How much of your God do you know? Do you know your God? I like that verse of the Bible that says, they that know their God shall be strong and they shall carry out great exploits, right? So it means that for you to carry out great exploits in life, you must know your God. Those who know their God shall be strong. Those who know their God, personalized their God. Those who know their God shall be strong. And then when you know your God, then you are strong, and then you are able to carry out great exploits. So you are not doing exploits because you don't know your God. Simple as ABC. You don't have the knowledge of your ancestry. You don't. Because their God in that sense is referring to your ancestry. It's not referring to other people's perception of God. Your ancestry. I know that I am an offspring of Obatala, one of the deities in Yoruba cosmology, that represent Eledumare, the supreme being. So I know that it is impossible for me to not have the wisdom that I need to navigate my life, because Obatala is the deity of consciousness. I know myself to that level, because when you are ignorant of your roots and your ancestry, you cannot command, you cannot do exploits. The best anyone who is cut off from their roots can be is average. That's the best they can be, average. What is your relationship with your God? See, one of the most profound statements that I have held on to is, many times it is not who you are, it is who is with you. So, who is with you? You know, a lot of people look at Very Dark Man and they wonder, why is he so courageous? I have a lot of information about him. He couldn't have been like that if he's just holding on to religion. No, that's he is too bold for a religious person. He is too bold to be religious. A young man that stood in the Senate and said, if I talk from here, make I die. Do you think he's just saying that? Do you think if he's just depending on praise the Lord, hallelujah, Allahu Akbar, do you think they wouldn't have taken him out? I know him, so I'm telling you, I have information about him. He knows who he is. Very dark man knows who he is. Like him or hate him, he knows who he is. And you cannot intimidate him. He knows he's God, so he's doing exploits. He knows who is with him. It is not who you are. Who is with you? Because the exploit you command in life is determined by your alliance. Who are you in alliance with? King David said, in the day of battle, my people shall be willing. You know what that means? He says, when I go to war, my people will go to war with me. So when you know your God, you are not fighting the battles of life alone. You are not alone. God is with you. Your ancestors are with you. The pantheons are with you. The cosmic elements are with you. Because you know you. So when you are navigating your path in life from that consciousness, people will think you are proud because you know nobody can stop you but yourself. Who is with you? How many people can? Who is with you? The president's son can decide to walk around Abuja at 3 a.m. Yes, he can decide. They move at night more than ordinary people like us. Where do you think his confidence is coming from? His confidence is not coming from I am Sheyi Tinubu. Yes, some level of confidence come from that. But there is a bigger confidence knowing that there are some people who are with you who would rather die for your sake. That's another level of awareness. When you know there are spirits with you, guardian angels with you that are ready to support you, move with you, go before you faster than the speed of light. When you know that, your confidence is upgraded automatically. You are not alone. I am not alone. My ancestors are with me. The pantheons are with me. So you when you get to that level, you cannot be stranded. They are with me. Someone made a comment on one of my videos, and then she said, and I know that she was saying it from the place of good intention. She was just so touched by the video, she didn't know what to say. She said, your video makes me cry. I'm so blessed. Please don't die. Eh? Is what? Is a trend? Please don't die. Now, when I saw the comment, I said, thank you. Don't worry, I will not die. Now, my reaction to it was not negative, right? Some other people, their reaction to such statements, it is you, your family that will die. I shall not die. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die. I will not. It's not my time yet. There are some specific things I need to do. When I finish doing them, then I can go. I'm not sowing any seed for long life. There are specific things I want to do in this incarnate existence. When I do those things, I'm fine. It's okay. I'm good. Where is that confidence coming from? It is not just coming from my knowledge of myself. It is coming from my awareness that I am not alone. I am not alone. Because see, you cannot run the race of life alone. Liverpool, never walk alone. Rookie, thank you. How is our Facebook doing? Never walk alone, guys. Never walk alone. One of the reasons why I encourage people who, especially people who claim they have denounced religion, is you cannot, your spiritual work should not be done in isolation. All these videos you watch on social media where they are telling people, when you are waking, you don't like to talk to anybody, you are just by yourself, just working. It is ego induced spirituality. You are meant to belong to a community. Because if you don't, it's a matter of time. You're going to be so frustrated, you will go back to where you came from. Form, build strategic, mutually beneficial relationship with other people who are on the same journey with you. Because you can't travel this race of life alone, guys. See, when people know that you are not alone, they tread carefully. Some people are not touching you right now because they know you are not alone. They know the people who are with you, that's why they're not touching you. If they felt that you are alone or that you are with weaklings, they will touch you. I told you the story of Charles when I went to his house in Ibadan. And a gate man was telling him that a gate man was telling a tenant that pays rent that the tenant will leave the house because the tenant complained about the gate man rearing chicken in the compound and chicken shit all over the place. And the gate man was threatening the tenant that the tenant would leave the house. And I went to the gate man and I said, this threat you are making to Charles, you are making it to me. Do you want to fight me? And he said, no, sir, I don't want to fight you, sir. But we still touched him a bit so he can feel it. He can never threaten Charles again, not because of Charles, because now he knows that Charles is not alone. And he knows the people who are with Charles. Who is with you? That's the question. Too many people are too arrogant. This tendency to be isolated. You are by yourself. I don't have friends, oh, it's just me by myself on my spiritual walk. Who is with you? That's the question. Who is with you? Who is with you? Your shortcut in life to greatness is determined by the caliber of people who are with you. You will get a lot done when you surround yourself with people who have the capacities that you don't have. Who is with you? See, if there is a question you need to ask yourself between now and the end of this month, as we prepare for 2025, it is who is with me? Look at everybody around you. Relationship audits. We're doing life audit. What strengths does this person have? What capacity do they have? Is this person a liability and a charlatan? Why am I giving my attention to this person? Build a pyramid accordingly for your life. Who is with you? Yvonne, who is with you? Who is your confidant? See, we've talked about that before. Your pyramid of relationship. Who are your comrades? Who are the people that if you get into a fight today, they'll bring out their weapon? They don't care whether you are right or wrong. The moment you blow your whistle of war and you bring out your sword, they are bringing out their sword with you. We are with you. Do you have those comrades with you? Who are your constituents? Some people's best relationships are virtual relationships. They don't have any relationship with a real human being that they meet every time and they see. Their relationship is all virtual because they don't want to have any direct interaction with people they can see. That's why they speak so well on social media. Hey, oh, let's see in real life. No, they run away. That's why they feel alone in life. If you have a problem of 1 million naira this night, who can you call? If you have a problem of 1 million naira now, do you have people you can call and they will come through for you? Or you are surrounded by liabilities and leeches and pests and energy vampires. Begin to run an inventory of your relationships. What capacity do these people have who are around me? Especially people who have benefited from you. Do they have any capacity that they can also add to my life to make the journey of my life easier? Because if they don't, there's no need. The most influential person in some people's life is Wizkid. Phone full of contacts, but no contacts. The person they give all their virtual attention and emotion to is Davido. They are not committed to or passionate about any real life relationship. All their strongest, most passionate relationships, they are on TV. People who don't know them, who will never, even if they meet them, they will not even say hello to them. FC fans, 30BG gang. They are not investing emotions, they are not investing commitment, passion in any real life relationship and friendship. Because relationship is must be watered. You must invest in it. You must invest in it. Exactly. Thank you, Alaji. You are investing your commitment and passion in people who are meant to be outside of of the pyramid of your relationships. Which skill should be outside of the pyramid of your relationship? Davido should be outside. Politicians, Arsenal players. But those are the people you have put in the pyramid of your relationship. Those are the people you give your passion, your energy, your everything to. In real life, there is nobody you are committed to. And you think that you will not be alone when you are faced with challenges. It's impossible. Now, there is the transformational dimension of relationship. Relationship is transformational, but it doesn't stop there. Relationship is also transactional. So it's two-dimensional. It is transformational, it is transactional. If it is transactional, it will definitely be transformational. Yes. Who are the people you are in a relationship with, and your interaction with them transforms your life? Who are those people? Do you have those people that whenever you interact with them, there is clarity in a particular area of your life? Who are those people? Do you have them? Who are the people you are having a symbiosis relationship with, where there is value exchange? You must take your pen, draw the pyramid, and look at this whole thing, everybody around you, assess everybody around you, assess everybody on social media you are giving your attention to. What's the value exchange? Look at business relationship. There are many people right now, especially Nigerians. When you want to start a company, you pack all manner of people and make them board of directors in your company. People who cannot contribute 1 naira to the company. They are not bringing money. They are not bringing intellectual property. They are not bringing investors. He's my friend. I want to register a company. Come, give him 20% share in the company, because you don't even believe that the company will go anywhere in the first place. Because in a business relationship, you don't go into partnership with someone who does not have what you don't have. You don't go into partnership with people in business just because he's your friend, you like their face. If they are not bringing to the table what you don't have, it is not a partnership. You are playing, you are all partying. It is a party, not a partnership. And this kind of behavior and approach to business alone is proof that you don't believe in the business. Pity party, that's what you are doing. We are registering a real estate company now, and everybody involved. You are bringing 500K. You are bringing everybody. We must raise 2 million first, and we are all friends. So there's nothing like, you are my okay, my friend, come, let me make you. What are you bringing to the table? This is business, because we believe that the business is going to progress and start commanding net worth in hundreds of millions. So the foundation alone, we are trying to prove from the foundation that we're not doing pity party. This is a business partnership. That's what we're doing here. So it doesn't matter whether you are my friend for 200 years. If you cannot bring anything to the table, one of the people in this company we're registering, he didn't bring a dime, but he was the one that brought the major contacts. So you see, he's not bringing money, but he's bringing a major social capital to the business relationship. There are people here right now who the company you have, all the people on your board of trustees, they are useless. They are liabilities. But when you need to make decision, you are calling them. They're not even picking your call. They're not even picking your phone call because they know nothing about the business. They don't care about the business. It means nothing to them. And those are the kind of human beings you are putting in your business partnership. I remember a company that I had once, Trade Consulting. I have shut it down, not doing it again. And I had someone who was part of the company, and I noticed that for years he didn't contribute anything. And I spoke to my lawyer. I said, one of the companies you did for me, this is it. Can I remove this person? And he told me the procedure and said, because for years you people have not filed this document, filed that document, it's going to cost you $500,000. I said, shut down the company. We're registering a new company with brand new people. You don't go into anything business with people without signing documents. Even we know that our society doesn't respect document signing. There must be verbal agreement. There must be strong verbal agreement. You don't introduce your friend to a business opportunity and say, I just say, let me use it to help you. No, there's nothing like that. If they are benefiting from the business financially, you must get your referral fee from it. And if you don't say it, a lot of friends will not know. And you push them towards their goal and their opportunity while you leave yourself behind. After so many years, they start laughing at you. They start identifying the things you didn't do right. They won't talk about when you introduce them to a major business opportunity. I'm just a good person sent to help all my friends. Business relationship. You don't mix business with pleasure. It's the truth. You don't mix business with pleasure. This is why I look at a lot of business owners in Abuja. You see a business owner who he has females working for him and he has slept with all of them. How will the business progress? How in the world will a business progress when you have slept with all your staff? How will the business progress when you have slept with all the girls that are working with you? You don't understand business dynamics. And we have seen businesses that got wrecked because of things like this. That's what we have seen. Your relationship with former friends. Now let's go to some Machiavellian theories. What is your relationship with former friends? People who betrayed you in the past. Because many people have been taught to forgive and forget. Yes, you have been taught to forgive and forget. So people who betrayed you, they were disloyal to you, they violated you, they snitched on you, they sold you out. I have forgiven you, I have forgotten. You bring them back into your space again as if nothing happened. What's your relationship with your former friends, your former allies? You use former friends. That's what you do to them. You use them. You don't bring them back into your space. Joseph did not bring his brother into his house. He gave them a separate apartment. Go and live there. Because if they've done it before, they will do it again. Trust people to be themselves. Trust the fact that you know them well. A thief will steal from you and will continue to steal from you, no matter how you forgive them. A liar will lie to you and against you if you continue to forgive them, no matter how you forgive them. You can't love liars out of their lies. So there are people you love from a distance. I love you, but you can't come into my house. I love you, but we can't do business together because I know you. You're not a straightforward person. I love you, but I like you as a person, but I can't marry you. Because it is not every man that you like that you should marry. And it is not every woman that you like that you should marry. Right? Not every man you like, you should marry. Not every woman you like, you should marry. Hmm. Your relationship with your former friends. I remember the story of a woman who, a friend of hers, she saw her friend chatting with her husband. She discovered from her husband's phone that this particular close friend of hers that comes to their house has been engaging her husband in conversations and chatting with her husband. Many times they chatted, you know, till late in the night. So she saw all this in her husband's phone. And she confronted this friend of hers. And this friend of ours cried, "Forgive me, I'm sorry. I will never do it again, I'm sorry." And she forgave her like nothing happened. Listen to this story carefully because a lot of you are making this mistake. There are people that will never come to my house. I have forgiven them, but they will never have close, they will never be in proximity with me. And I still talk to them. We can go out together, but there are limits. And this lady brought this friend back as if nothing happened. Lives have been lost with this kind of very reckless attitude and approach to life. Homes have been destroyed. Destinies have been shattered because of this. And the same friend that cried and said, "Forgive me," eventually got pregnant for this woman's husband. This is a true life story. Got pregnant for this woman's husband. And when she got pregnant for her husband, and the whole thing escalated, and she was confronted, she stood and told her friend, "You think it is like the time I was crying and begging you to forgive me?" That was exactly what she said. "You think it was like the time I was crying and begging you to forgive me? Go and talk to your husband, don't talk to me. I didn't force myself to get pregnant for your husband. The people who stabbed you in the back, they will do it again." There are people that you maintain relationship and friendship with from a distance. People don't change, they only adjust. Thank you, Alach. People don't change, they adjust. Not everybody, you don't go around and calling everybody your friend. Because see, the moment you tell people this person is my friend, they start judging you through that person's lens and through the things the person say about you. Many of you right now, the reason why they believe the lies told about you is because it is your friend. The person you introduced as your friend was the one that told them the lies about you. So they must believe it because it's your friend. If it is your friend that is saying it, it must be true. Because the assumption is that your friend knows you better than everybody. So you won't see me introduce just anybody as my friend. Grand Rising brother. You won't see me introduce it. No, no, he's not my friend. You know, we met, he's my neighbor. Oh, we live in the same estate. Oh, he's the guy that cuts my hair. He's I don't tell my friend. No, you're not my friend. I told you the story before how I was dating a girl and we had some disagreement. One of the mic is not working. We have a kind of disagreement. And when we had this disagreement, is blinking, is not working. If it's blinking, it's not working, right? And she went and called a particular guy that she saw with me. It's working now. To report me to the guy. And I asked her a question and I said, why did you call this guy to your office to report me to this guy? And she said, because he's your friend. I said, when did I tell you that he is my friend? Because you saw us together. That was the beginning of the end of that relationship. Hmm. Because listen to me. If there is one thing, if you're a man here listening to me, if you're a woman here listening to me, if one of the riskiest and the most dangerous things to do is to bring your partner's friend into your relationship. That's the beginning of the end of that relationship. This is why I tell my married friends, don't tell me about your marital issues. I'm not interested. I'm not the one that will solve your marital. I don't want to get to a point where your wife will start calling me for advice. I don't want to be close to your wives. I'm not interested. Because the truth of the matter is, this is one of the things that has destroyed a lot of homes. Go and check most homes where there is infidelity. It is most likely one of the friends of one of the partners that is sleeping with somebody in that marriage. I'm telling you, I'm giving you facts. And these are the things that people do, this careless thing. Your friend's wife wants to call you, Mr. Femi, I want to see you. Can you come to the house? So I can't come. Don't call. Why should I come to your house when your husband is not there? To come and do what? I'm not your counselor. I will say, but that's not sensitive. You can go and help your friend. I don't care. The only time it ever happened, as soon as my friend's wife called me, I called him straight. Your wife called me. Oh. What's going on in your marriage? Please, you know me, I don't want to be involved in things like this. She said I should come and see her in your house. Please, I don't even know how she got my number. Apparently, the woman looked for me to Facebook. She got my number from social media. Because I warned all my friends, don't give your wives my numbers. I don't want to have any close relationship with them. Somebody say, "Ah, that's too harsh." Yes, it's self-preservation. Self-preservation. And I don't also expect you to have any relationship with my wife other than the wife of my friend. How are you doing? Fine. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't want any of those things. Mhm. Boundaries. People don't know how to build, they don't know how to set boundaries in relationships. No, no boundaries. Anything goes. It's so terrible these days that you even see people, because see, the first set of people with the tendency to violate your children, right, are the members of your own family. I hope you know that. Uncles, aunts, cousins. Hmm. Because there are no boundaries. So a lot of young people, especially girls in families, they are not under any form of protection because the father of the house has not set any boundaries. So an uncle can come and start touching her breast, start putting his hand in her this thing, and then she keeps quiet. And before you know it, they violate her. You know how many girls have been violated by their uncles? Because no boundaries, right? No boundaries. No boundaries. It is so terrible that, and this is why I see women, sometimes I on my street in the morning, you see a woman, married woman, is coming out to come and buy something in a store and is wearing this thing that looks like singlet, no bra, and the whole nipple is like this, and one short. No, come on, this thing is wrong. I don't care what people say about it. I don't care. No boundary, no decorum, nothing. And when you go to visit them in their house, that's the same way she would dress and come out of the bedroom to come and see her husband's friends. And sit down and open everything like this. I'm like, this is inappropriate now. This is rubbish. No dignity, exactly. And then when you talk, they tell you you are not modern, you are not social, you are not updated. The whole thing like this. No bra. Exactly. I know that it's comfortable, is what is comfortable for me. I'm in my house. No, come on, man. They tell you you are insecure. Gone are those days. Listen, guys, in during the days of our ancestors, right? Women could dress half nude. And there was every probability that they were not going to be violated. But times have changed, guys. Times have changed. Times have changed. Times have changed. It is no more like that. So dressing half nude, whether in the house, outside the house, in the presence of your husband's friends. So it's like me now, when I marry now, and then my wife's friend comes to visit, and I come out of the sitting room. Some men even do it, even on totally topless, which is 6 month old pregnancy, man pregnancy. Come on, no, man. No. Because there is no boundary. People are no longer setting any boundary. They're not putting, even in relationship and friendship, there must be boundaries. You must put boundaries in place. People must know that they cannot go beyond this. There are limits. You can't go beyond this limit. Listen, I know a man. He lives in an 8 bedroom, fully detached duplex. If his friends come into town to come and visit him, he puts them in a hotel. When it's time for breakfast, the driver brings the friend to the house for breakfast, takes the friend back to the hotel. In the night, eats dinner, come with the family, everything they finish. After the dinner, takes the friend back to the hotel. Boundaries are needed even between parents and children. Your child is not your friend. You are not a friend of your child. My wife is not my gossip partner. No, she's my wife. I don't gossip people with my wife. I don't do all that thing. My love, my friend, my gossip partner. You don't have anything serious to do with your life. It is to gossip. Because the moment people start bringing those nonsense into their marriage, it becomes a distraction from what is really important. My gossip, why must they be your gossip partner? Is that how idle you are? So they only gossip other people. When it is time to now talk about their own marriage, oh, problem. There is problem. January is coming now. You know how many women told me January this year? I called my husband. I mean, all the men here, listen to me. That's why if you're a man here, go and follow Brothers Lifting Brothers on TikTok, because we want to start a lot of programs for men in 2025. Men must wake up. I am a man, so I am meant to focus on talking to men. Let responsible women talk to women. So when it comes to scolding agenda, I am meant to be scolding men, not women, because I'm a man. I don't do menstruation. I don't know how I don't know how it dey pain women, and so I can't be scolding them every now and then. But as a man, I can scold you as a man because I know what it means to be a man. Misplaced priorities. That's what a lot of men have. Misplaced priorities. Brothers Lifting Brothers on TikTok. Go follow it. Your children are not your friends. You are not a friend of your children. You are their father, you are their mother. Yes. January is coming. A lot of women are going to ask their husband because women, see, if there is something I know about women, women want to plan. One of the ways to lose the respect of your woman is to be a no future ambition man. The moment your woman notice that you are a man without plans, you have lost every dignity and respect that she has for you. People think it's all about money. The moment your woman asks you, so what is our plan for the year? You don't have anything to say. She can no longer respect you. That's the way women operate. Women honor men who, if a woman sees you that you are a spirit in motion, which woman will not respect me now when I'm already talking about 2025? See, it's very easy. All this, she must be submissive, she must be submissive because you are a useless man. That's why. And I'm talking to men. I don't care. Many of you, when they talk to you, go dey vex. I will talk to you. So you see men who are crying about submit to me is because he is not man enough. He is not man enough. I will never mention submission in my marriage. It is not going to happen. If my wife disrespects me in any way, I will go to a corner and ask myself, what did I do for this woman to disrespect me? Because I am a respectable man. Where did I miss it? Except she is a mad woman or something is wrong with her head. That's why she would disrespect me without any reason. When you lead, a woman will just follow you like a mumu. That's what she's gonna do. Because she knows that you have plans and she has seen, listen now, she has seen, especially if you now have friends who are like you. Ooh, one of the things that make a woman respect a man, not just that the man is solid and valuable. The moment she sees your friends and she sees that your friends are just action oriented, goal oriented, responsible, passionate men like you, your woman will, she will honor you she will bring down armies for you. That's the way women operate. So a lot of you men, ask yourself, because you are following all these useless people on social media who are telling you that your woman must, even if you are irresponsible, she must submit to. Submit to what? Submit to empty head. That's why I see marriage relationship. Marriage relationship. For the singles, those who are not married, dating is data collection. Many of you now that you are dating, you must review your relationship before the end of this year. You must run an assessment of your relationship. And you must draw your conclusions. Draw your conclusions. You must collect data. Because let me tell you, single people, please listen to me. I'm not married. I'm 44 years old. I'm not married. And nobody can put pressure on me. Because a lot of the people out there, listen, they just want you to marry. Whatever happens, they don't care. You can marry and your life ends. They don't care. They just want you to marry. They are not even helping you to see, like, okay, let's help you check this person. No, you must just go and marry. That's just go and marry. Just go and marry. And then they have made many of you, we need them. What's happening to our network? Our network is not networking. It's fine, well. Our TikTok network is not networking. Okay, it's loading now. Don't worry, we're going to bring it back. I want to make sure that TikTok is back. Yes. Yes. We're back. We're back. We're back. Verification complete. Sorry, guys. It was a break in transmission. It was the what happened. Thank you. We're back. We're back. We're back. The network is networking now. Some people just want you to marry. They don't care. They don't give a rip what happens after that marriage. VIP registration is 195,000. You can send the DM. Ambassador, welcome. And see, in running a relationship audit, please understand that one of the ways to grant yourself immunity from jumping from one failed relationship to another that leads into marriage, especially those who are married. See, it is better to have a broken relationship than to have a broken marriage. It is better to have a broken, see, especially those of you in your 30s and your 40s. It is better for you, right, to have a broken relationship than to marry at 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus and still divorce. So what have you learned? What have you learned at the end of the day? You didn't marry at 22, 25, 27, 28 and have a divorce and remarry. You marry at 40 plus, 50 plus, you still divorced. You still divorced at the end of the day. Imagine someone like me now, with how with the things I'm saying. Let me now go and marry. After I will now go and divorce. They say, with all this talk, me that a lot of my in-laws, they are my number one enemies in my marriage. They are waiting now. They are waiting. Let's see when he marries. Because I always call out their bluff. So they are waiting. Let's see him marry. Let's see how he's going to do it. And they will not see anything. Because my observational skill is top notch. That's why I tell people, everything I need to know about you, if I say I want to have anything to do with you as a woman, right? And everybody is hearing me now. Because I don't know if it is one of you I'm still going to marry here. But you cannot lie to me. Everything I need to know, it is either I am the one that will know it, right? Or you will misbehave. And in your misbehavior, I will process that situation and I will find you out. So you can't, so when I hear men say things, you can't know everybody. No, I will know you. You know how many people have known and have ended it with them? The things I need to know that are disturbing about you, I will know them. Because I'm not in a hurry. I'm 40 plus, for God's sake. Why the hell should I go and enter marriage in a hurry? I didn't enter in a hurry at 20 plus, 30 plus. Many of you right now, guess what? You need to run an audit in this your so-called dating that you are doing. Bed. Then just they knock you every day on top bed. Knock you. They've knocked everything out. You are no longer wet. Always dry. No lubricant again. They've knocked all the wetness out of you that when you now marry your husband, what is it? What is left for him to enjoy? Poor decision mechanism, ego induced approach to your choice of a partner, especially men. Men always think that they can marry anything and handle it. Even women have that too. But forget about it. No matter how confident and strong you are. And let me tell you the truth. It is the entitled people, yeah, that are most difficult to manage. It is the entitled people that are most difficult. Let me tell you, people with substance who have cultivated their own power. See, I'm speaking to you based on facts and statistics. Hmm? That's why I laugh at people when they say, marry them young. You must marry a 22-year-old girl. I just laugh. The people who are telling you this thing, these are men who don't have, they are not exposed. These are men who, they don't even hang out with different age groups. A man who only goes to work and go back to his house and he brings tripod and camera and start telling you, marry them young at 22. I'm not saying that all 22 years old are bad, but what I'm saying is a 40 plus year old man, you have no business with a 22-year-old girl. You have no business with a 22-year-old girl. Because the majority of 22-year-old out there, they are still confused, and even 30 plus are confused. Talk more, 22 years old. NYSC girls, so that's people, a lot of you, 40 plus men, 30 plus, it is NYSC girls you are chasing all over the place. That's why you are frustrated and depressed. Today is Friday, we can spend as many as, stay as long as we can stay. I want to wet this topic. People who have not gone through any processing in life, they have not confronted any issue. The only thing they know is Charlie Poppy. People who still want to go to all the concerts. That's the person you are chasing. When there are 30 plus, 40 plus women who have been through life and they are in a place where they now know what they want, they just want to settle down and just manage their life and take care of you. You are listening to all these yeye men on social media. 3 for 10 naira men. Men who don't have, their exposure is zero. Those are the people you are listening to. Me, I will never marry anybody below 30 years old. Even 37, I dey pity you. Even if you are 55 years old, if I connect with you and I'm satisfied, I will marry you like that. Oh, how is she going to have children? Well, it's very possible. There are ways about to go about it. Because see, when we began this session with your relationship with yourself, we said you must know yourself. When you know yourself, you stop living based on societal expectation. I'm not living based on that. I am not trying to please anybody. It's myself I'm pleasing. Because the vast majority of people who want you to go and marry and you want to please them, you don't want to investigate properly. The last time I thought that let people not think that I'm unserious. Let me just, but this time I am now unserious now. Because I have now raised the bar now. My standard has gone up now, higher than it is. That's it. It has gone up because
You cannot marry at 40 plus and still divorce and still be unhappy and still be you are still dealing with rubbish issues at 44, at 48. You want to marry and divorce at 50 something, and then what is left? You are frustrated. When you are the rest of your life is meant to be the best of your life. Poor decision mechanism, ego-induced approach to romantic relationship, because people refuse to collect data. Let me just do it, Jerry, so that people will not think my own is too much. And let me tell you, no matter how we say it, some people will not marry. If you like, hit your head on the wall. Some people are not going to marry. And it doesn't mean that their life is going to be miserable. It is a lie. Because for many people right now, your life would be better than it is. But for marriage has reduced and minimized your fire and your glory. There's someone now, ambassador knows. When I sent, and that's why I see the people you surround yourself with is very important. Not people who push you into the dungeon, but people who understand what is going on and they are ready to stand. Not because, you must just do it like that. Just do it like that. And I sent the picture of this particular person to Ahmed. And the first thing he said to me was, I don't see fire in her face. I don't see fire in her eyes. I was like, you don't see fire in her eyes? And of course, the fire he's talking about. He's not talking about fire that will fight me every time and we'll be arguing in the house. So you don't say, the kind of woman that you have described to me that you want is a passionate woman. I don't see passion in the eyes of this person you sent to me. And he's 100% right. I don't see the fire. But you know what a lot of men will do? They will still go ahead. Let me just do it like that. And later they will be crying. Poor decision mechanism. There are many of you that you are single. You are still lucky that you have an opportunity. There are many married people who wish they could turn back the hands of time. Singleness is more important than marriage. I hope you know that. Because your single life is going to determine how your married life is going to be. Your single life will determine your marriage life. It's going to determine your marriage life. So listen, being single is an opportunity for you to lay the proper foundation and structure for your marriage life. That's what it is. Is a once in a, because the moment you marry, you are no longer single. So even if you divorce and you go back, you are not still single. Now you have a former wife and most likely children. Now you are a baby daddy. And as much as people think that if it doesn't work, I'll divorce, it is not as easy as you think. There's something divorce does to your psyche. Exactly, you don't go into it unprepared. You don't marry for where you are, you marry for where you are going. When you marry for where you are, less than 5 years into the marriage, you start thinking, you start nursing regrets because you married for where you were. You don't marry for where you are. Marry for where you are going. That's it. There are some of you right now, the kind of person you are meant to marry is somebody with resources. Yeah, there we go now. They will say love is not about money. It's delusion. Marriage is meant to take you from here to this place. Any marriage that takes you from here down here is not a marriage, it's a torment. You have tormented you. How do you know your marriage is fake? When it takes you from here down the hill. Your marriage should take you from here to here. Because see, two people coming together is meant to make life. There will be challenges, but you can confront it, right? One shall chase 1,000 and two shall chase what? So if you were chasing 1,000 as a single person and you marry and you are now chasing 200, it means that you failed. One of the stories that anytime I remember it, when I remember the girl, is like I should just get somebody, they should come and they should go and pour water on her body and beat the demon out of her. Beautiful, pretty girl. I'm going to tell you, there are many people, listen to this very carefully. You are seeing, stop seeing everything, including marriage, through the lens of your trauma bonding. People see everything through the lens. So the choices they make in life is through the lens of their trauma. So anything that presents suffering to them, but laced with a little bit of love or something that looks like love, they go for it. If it presents comfort to them, they look for excuses. No, she would be too arrogant. She's too into herself, too independent. I prefer this yeah girl wey no get anything. Wait, girl that can't even buy data for herself. That's what they go for. Because they see everything through the lens of their trauma and their misery and their darkness and their shadow they have refused to comprehend. Hmm. You marry for where you are going, you don't marry for where you are. Marry for where are you going? Marry for that place. Marry for that place. Marry for that place. Don't marry for where you are. Marry for where you are going. Because listen, one of the problems is that a lot of people they have so much in them, they are doing so much, but their partner is not directly and actively involved in the things that are most important to them. He or she is not contributing any intellectual asset to what you're doing. She doesn't have any advice and counsel to give you about what you're doing, and she can't contribute financially to support you. As much as people think, I don't care, I'll carry on, it is draining. It reduces the results that you command. One of my uncles told me and said, Femi, are you sure you're going to marry? I was like, yes, I'll marry. I was like, because you know too much. That when you run this analysis, I wonder, are you sure this guy is not married? Are you sure this guy is not pretending? He has married secretly somewhere? Because where did you get all these experiences from? It is the fact of life. This lady, pretty, amazing, pretty girl working in a bank. And one of my friends came from outside the country. This friend of mine said I should meet him in Dubai. We met in Dubai. And I've been looking for a wife for him. And he said, please, Femi, let's go back to Nigeria together. There is one girl that you've been telling me about. And I said, but the girl has somebody. And she's been dating the guy for 9 years. A lot of you, you are your own problem. Many people, they go suffer. And when they look back, they will know that they are responsible for their own misery in life. Because if they are lying to you. Society is lying to you. Me, I will not lie to you. I won't lie to you. The few times I wanted to make mistakes, something happened. I had to bring myself back on track. And this friend of mine, childhood friend of mine, Igbo guy, we flew back to Nigeria together. And I said, okay, he's my account officer in GTV. Let's bring them some dollars. Let me tell her I want to save dollars in my dorm account. This was years ago. And I know the guy she's dating. They attend the same church together. The number one charlatan at that time that I know. The number one charlatan I knew at that time, it was that guy. When you say somebody is a loser, sorry, this is unfiltered Femi Juba, so I can say it the way I feel. When you say somebody is a Perpetual loser. That's that guy. And several other guys have approached this girl. Responsible guys. She was living with the guy at the time, and she was the one paying the rent. Let me tell you. And for 9 years, the girl will say, when are you going to marry me? Let me have money first. Girls, listen to me. Any guy telling you he will marry you when you have money, he will not marry you. You are going to, it's going to end in tears. Let me tell you. A guy that you're already living together, both of you are living together, knacking yourselves. She has sucked all the lubricant away from your private parts. You are now dry. And he's still telling you, let me make money first before I marry you. He's not going to marry you, my dear. He's not going to marry you. If he ever makes the money, because people like that don't make the money eventually, they will remain like that. I will marry when I have. You are locking a girl up in your house and sleeping with her every day and telling her, I will marry you when I have money. You are not meant to be locking a girl up in your room if you don't have money. You are meant to go and cultivate your personal economy. That's not what you need. The times that I was totally down, my business crashed, I was seeing women and they looked like men. When I am not financially capable, I don't look at women. I focus on building my financial life. So if you are dry financially, you don't need to keep a girl in your house and be knocking all the wetness out of her body and be promising her marriage when you are, because you will never have money. So even let's just say you now have that money, he won't still marry you, my sister. He will not marry you. Because he has used you, and he has used you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Today is Friday, we can stay till 10. People still believe that a guy that has been dating them for 5 years and you are now playing housewife duty. And they say, there's no money yet. We have to have. He's not going to marry you. He's using you. He's using you. He's with you because he doesn't have money. The moment he makes 1 million naira, not 10 million, 1 million naira. Lady is useless too. The red flag is obvious, but that's the way it is in society. And she was dating this guy for 9 years. And me and my childhood friend got to the bank and I said, see, because I know the guy she's dating, I don't want to be involved. So she doesn't think I'm trying to take her from the guy. But I know the guy is a stupid person. So just talk to her. And my friend told her and said, after work, can I see you? And she was like, she was already squeezing her face for the guy, for my friend. And my friend said, let me just see you. And I told her, I said, he's my friend. After your work, we can pick you up and then we see. I was praying in my heart that, because I knew my friend. I was still the one that still gave this my friend another girl to marry. He still flew from outside Nigeria to come and marry the girl I gave him. After this one acted like an orangutan. And my friend said to her, and in the evening we got together at Sheraton. I can't forget that day. We sat down and we were just gisting. And I gave them some time. And my friend came back to me and said, do you know what she told me? I said, what did she tell you? She said that the guy disvirgin her. So it is the guy that she must marry. She must marry a loser and a charlatan because a loser and a charlatan is virgin her. The people who taught you these things are the enemies of your soul. That's what they are to you. They are the enemies of your soul. And my friend just gave me an iPhone and said, I bought this iPhone. I was looking forward to maybe just give it to her. I think she needs help. And I took the iPhone and I told her, my friend told me to give you iPhone, but I will not give you. I'm going to give it to someone else. And give me the phone. I'm not giving you. Go and collect it from the guy that disvirgin you. If he disvirgin you, you should also be able to buy an iPhone and disvirgin the iPhone and give it to you. And later they will say they are village people. That's the way a lot of because she is seeing everything, including relationship, through the lens of her trauma. And it was later we figured that the guy was even physically abusive. And eventually they married. She married the guy. Till date, still struggling, still struggling. Many of you have missed opportunities. I told you the story of somebody. This is the story I know. These lies that people are holding on to, especially in relationship. All these rubbish platforms of matchmaking and relationship therapists, experts, half-baked experts that they have all over the place. You are dating a guy and you are, see, uh, is now Femi Jubal unfiltered session. So I'm going to make it unfiltered. Because this story, a lot of you can relate to it and then understand. And maybe you need this to begin to effect a change in your own life. Thank you, Madam Grace. It is her destiny. She chose suffering. Many of you, see, you have chosen to suffer. You just don't know it yet. You have chosen to suffer in a place where there will never be reward for you. There are places where you decide to be with this person because there will be reward for you. But you have to be able to know, will there be reward? Because in some places, the sufferness will long and long till everlasting. So maybe I believe in his dream. Which dream? He's in coma. He's not dreaming. And this lady dating this particular tall boy. I can't forget this story. The, that's why a lot of you women, you are just going to deceive yourself and later you come and say men has come. You are the one that deceived yourself. Oh. You still turn around and say men has come. Dating this tall boy that is good in bed, but the most jobless human being that likes good things. You know, it is lazy and egocentric, jobless guys that like good things. They are the ones who wants to be in a car and use good things. They go to the barber shop 4 times every week. Carve it. This side is not trimmed very well. Trim it very well. I look at them in the barber shop, I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Are these people mad or something? How can a man be paying so much attention to carve it like this place, do it like this? How can a man be doing that? What makes you a man is that a little bit of roughness. If they leave me, I will never carve this one. Sef. Let it be rough. A little bit of roughness because I don't have time to come and be telling Baba, do it like this, carve it down like this, carve it down like this. Lazy, egocentric boys. Because for a person to be stranded, two things, they are either lazy or they are proud. To be stranded, you have to be lazy or proud. And this was this guy's situation. And the mumu thought I was interested in his girl because his girl was now very close to me. She comes to me for advice. And me, I already saw the girl. I said, this is a mumu. I can never do anything with her. So I'm just going to friend zone her. And while she's giving all of her body, all the water in her, while she was giving it to this loser that did not have any reward for her whatsoever. A general met her. A general met her somewhere and just said, I just like you. Will you be my second wife? And she said, no, 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 I can't be your second wife. And the general said, okay, no problem. I'm telling you a true life story. Okay, no problem. Can I give you to my friend? Because you look so good. You are so, because she is a very hardworking girl. You are so hardworking. You came to deliver clothes to one of our friends and then, so can I give you to one of my friends? He is divorced. And she said, I can never marry a divorced man. And she came to me and spoke to me and I said, okay, why don't you date the divorced man first and see if, both of you can power something together. Maybe you might like him. And she started dating the divorced man. They started going out together. But she told the divorced man that she can never allow him to sleep with her. But she was allowing a tall, useless charlatan tall, fine boy, to knock every good thing out of her private parts. But now she cannot allow a divorced lieutenant colonel that wants to marry her to knock her. So you see the hypocrisy and delusional lifestyle a lot of people are living. That's why relationship is complex to them. See, a lot of people you are sounding like this is uncommon. This is the commonest thing in the dating and relationship market. Self-sabotage. Fine boy, no pimple. The moment I see a man who is very particular about how he looks, I just give them space. Because I know that this one, it will be hard for him to have money. I can't stand men who pay too much attention to how they look. You know how many times people tell me, go and shave, go and shave. I will shave. It doesn't make me less than who I am. Leave me like that, I beg. A man paying that much attention to his body. And those are the kind of men that many of you women you like. Yes, those are the kind of men that you want. Yes. Boys who don't have any substantial thing they are doing with their life. Those are the kind of boys that you want. Those are the kind of boys you want. A lot of people, you must do your relationship audit, right? You are meant to even do it to the point where you are meant to end some relationships in your life before the end of this year. Because it is not serving you, it is not rewarding you. It is not rewarding you. It is not rewarding you. So say, I can look good and be rich. Am I not looking good? Did I pay extreme attention to my beards or how I look? Am I not looking? If they put you and all those your people together and me standing, who will they take? You think it's about a man rubbing powder on his face and using lipstick? Reward systems. Guys, listen. When you see a person who does not have any capacity to give you any reward system in a relationship, those are the people you should run away from. Those are the people you should run away from. There are people who don't have capacity for any reward. They can't reward you for your love, for your commitment, for your effort, for your passion. They cannot reward you. And you are sticking to those kind of people in a relationship. That's the perfect definition of an energy vampire. And this is why, listen, so many people right now, they don't know when it is time to move on. Many people right now, you need to move on from your relationship. But you don't know. You don't destiny vampires. You don't know how to move on. Because see, your perception of that relationship is built around falsehood and fake life. And that's why you see people, there are people that would choose romance over passion. You don't need a romantic man or woman. You need a passionate man or woman. That's what you need. You don't need a romantic man or woman. You are not an actor or an actress in a Hollywood movie. You need a passionate, you must see the fire in the eyes of your partner. There must be somebody who carries fire in their eyes. Not someone you are forcing words out of their mouth. Every time they don't know what is wrong with them. I am sad. Why? I don't know. You take them out to go and eat in a restaurant. They give them menu. I don't know. They don't know anything. They don't have passion for anything. When you meet a passionate man needs a passionate woman. A passionate woman needs a passionate man. Forget about romance, all this romance nonsense. Are you acting a movie? Oh, he doesn't hold my hand. He doesn't look at me like this and smile. Is there a script that I need to act out? And there are so many people who have lost their passion. They are not passionate about anything. I'm giving you key elements of relationship. They are not passionate about anything. They are not committed to anything. A man who is committed to something, a woman who is committed to something will be committed to you and to your growth. I always tell people about this Z world and Telemundo. And what I figured is a lot of the men who complain that their wives watch too much Z world and Telemundo, they actually knew that she was watching it before they married her. Yes. First and foremost, if you watch T Word and Telemundo, I can never have anything to do with you to start with. Because people don't change, they only adjust. I'm not saying you are a bad person, but I cannot have somebody who is my wife watching T Word and Telemundo. Even the cast, the way they make their movies is mediocrity on another level. One scene can last for 5 minutes. Slow motion. Somebody is standing, wants to shake somebody, and it's slow motion like this. So it's for people who want to dumb down their brain. I'm not interested in that. So the moment I am with you and I notice that you watch Z World, you are very passionate about people than Niger, I'm already cancelling you out. Like, okay, Mark gone, this gone. I'm already ticking the areas. Okay, now bye bye, go. I know they do again. Because you see, you don't marry a person who is passionate about those things and expect that when you marry them, they will now stop. How? You are getting married to a grown up like yourself, not your student. Not your student. So I would rather just leave you by yourself than expect you. Because listen, let me tell you one of the things I've noticed in marriage. If you marry somebody who cannot, who is not compatible with you when it comes to your intellectual level, intellectual status, your logical reasoning, analytical status, somebody who is not at that level. If you do that, you are going to have a teacher and a student relationship. And usually that leads to disagreement because your wife will never see it as you trying to help her become a better person. She will see you as a man who is trying to bully her. And that's why you see the popular word in Nigeria, my husband is a narcissist. Everybody's husband is now a narcissist. Because you married somebody who is not at your level, they don't have your level of intellectual capacity, they are not even close to it. They are not close to it. I remember a time, this was years ago, it was even, when back in the day when MI used to come to Lagos and Jesse Giles, all of them used to be together. And I met this lawyer girl. There was a law firm then, they call it Templars, schooled in the UK, studied law, best student, best graduating student, born with a silver spoon, rich, intelligent. And I just, those were my early days of following up on women. So I was very, very particular about the kind of women. So I saw her at Silverbird at Victoria Land. And I just walked up to her and said, how are you doing? I just said, if you give me your number, I'm going to call you 7 times in the morning, 7 times in the afternoon, and 7 times in the evening. Cocky and funny, right? And she just laughed. I said, but if you don't give me your number, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll just walk away. And I got her number. It's very easy. Come, let us teach you. But we are too old for all that now. That's why we don't do all those things again. And then the first time she told us we wanted to go out, and she said she recommended a place back then. And when we got to the place, when we entered and I saw the place, this was 2020, it was like 2006. I'm talking about 2006 or so. Yeah, my name is Femi Odo. You always remember. You are seeing me as educator, esoteric educator, spiritual man. But always remember that my name is Femi. You can't take that Femi away, please. Ladies man. I have sheathed my sword now. I have hung my boots. uh So we went to when we entered that restaurant, I said to myself, this girl has finished me today. Around 2005, 2006, and we sat down and we ate and they gave us bill. Luckily for me, I had some money. And she said, when I wanted to pay, she said, if it's not if you can't, I am going to can we split it? And I said, no, don't worry, I'll just pay. We went to the second. Every restaurant and places we went to, they were high-end places. So I got upset and I called my mentor at the time, who was my sponsor. He's the current owner of Lekki Boat Club. Lekki Boat Club. He's the current owner. So I called him and said, Ogunkunle, there is this girl I'm dating now, but I want to leave her because the only places she wants to go to are places where high end, high end. You know what he told me? I will never forget what he told me. And he said to me, he said, would you rather be with a woman that will bring you down or one that will take you up? And I was like, oh, she offers to even pay for those things. You will be doing taruwa and playing guitar with MI, their broke days and the rest of them. You will tell her when you close from the office, come and join me somewhere. She will drive to come and meet you there. She will cheer you up. She will take pictures with you. So because she wants to go to high-end places, you now have a problem with it. A lot of you men, you have jumped into the gutter because of your ego. Yes. And that's why you need to have a man in your life, the right man who is teaching and mentoring you. If not, you are going to fall into the ditch. And I will never forget that statement. And he said to me, he said, I've noticed that about you, that there are particular kind of women that you attract. I don't know how you do it, and there is a reason for that. You don't belong to the ground. So God is showing you that this is a way, another way to take you up, because you are not a gold digger, you are a gold mine. He told me all that, wow, okay. I dated the girl for a while, and she became jealous because other girls and not that I was sleeping with those other girls. We were doing a lot of music back then, the Mood 9, Face to Face. You don't know my story about music. I was very strong in there. And she couldn't just handle it. And that was how when she moved outside of Nigeria and that came to. What am I trying to bring up from here? Stop seeing everything, including marriage, from the lens of your trauma and misery. Now, for many people, even watching this right now, you believe that your litmus test for true love is suffering. Yes. Some of you believe that a woman's litmus test for submission and good attitude is that she is not independent. The moment you see and she's dependent rather, the moment you see an independent, accomplished woman, automatically she is proud and she can never be submissive. That is the problem with your brain. That's what you are. The problem with your brain. They have fed you with poisons. So to you, any accomplished woman can never be humble and submissive to you. It is not the accomplished woman's problem. It is now your problem. You are the one who has a problem with your self-esteem. Your self-esteem is very low. It's very low. Because some of the most well-behaved women are accomplished women. Yes. Some of the most well-behaved men are the accomplished men. The most badly behaved people are the entitled charlatans. I'm telling you the truth. I've seen people. I'm speaking based on statistics. And lastly, guys, look at this. Know when it is time to move on. You are right, call me tense. The moment you become productive, you are going to be less lousy. You're going to be less lousy. There are many of you right now, the reason you are still in that relationship is because you have chosen trauma and misery over your own happiness. And you have tied that trauma and misery around irrelevant things. I love him so much. Some people tell you, sometimes people tell you a lot of terrible things about their partner, right? Then you now tell them, I think you should take a break. Then they say, but I love him, what? So much. And then I ask them, are you telling me about the same person you just mentioned now that you cannot leave him because you love him so much? And I just can't leave him. Trauma bonding, dysfunctional upbringing. This affinity and tendency to stick to your abuser, Stockholm syndrome. That's what's going on with a lot of people. It happens to men too. There are many men right now that the relationship they are in is terrible, but they are still there. I can't leave her. She is good in bed. She cooks for me because a lot of men marry because of food anyway. So exactly, the trauma becomes their comfort zone, right? They have become so used to the trauma and dysfunctionality that the abnormality has become normal to them. Long throat, but they are suffering. Personally, I know how to bring peace to myself. So the moment I see a woman that is chaotic, I run away from you. There's nothing like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I had a bad mood. I will change. I don't believe those things. I don't. That's why I'm probably not married. I don't believe those things. Probably if I was married, maybe I would have been divorced, maybe 4 times. I don't believe that you will change for me. You are meant to change for yourself, not me. So the moment we have a disagreement and I watch your reaction to that disagreement and I notice that you na fire you dey bring come, I just leave you alone. And that's one thing. Many of you, let me give you a trick. Many people have married people, right, that they never had a disagreement with. They married somebody they never had any disagreement with while dating them. Even if there is no disagreement, me, I will create it. I want to see how you react to disagreement. Because how you react to disagreement says a lot about you to me. Because see, there are people that they will praise you and say all manner of sweet things about you. You are the best. I like the way you teach. You are this, you are that. The moment you have disagreement with them, say you are not really intelligent. They say the opposite of all the good things they said to you about you. So all the things they said to you before, they are fake. It's fake. So me, I will create a little disagreement with you just to know how you react to disagreement. Because people don't change, they only adjust. They don't change, they only adjust. All the I don't want peace, I want war. And then they make these days they make it look like, and a lot of you, my sisters, you have normalized it. They have told you that women bring up unnecessary fights, and that is how women are. You can't be like that around me. No. I don't believe that. I don't believe that a person should always, threaten your peace because that is how women are. No, that's not how women are. That's not how women are. That's demonic and evil. That's what it is. And you see them, they write quotes on social media. Me, I like to fight my man every day because that's to prove that I love you. I shout on you and argue with you. That's my own way of showing you that I love you. No, that's not you are sick. You are damaged. You are sick. You need to go and heal. You are sick. You have a mental problem. Let me tell you the truth, guys. The beauty of singleness and dating is the fact that you are able to sit on the judgment throne and judge all the character of the person that you are dating. Because the moment you marry them, see, you can fight somebody you are dating. Two of you will go your separate way. You go to your house, she goes to her house. The moment you marry them and the fight continues, where will you go in the house? You go and hide in the toilet. You go and hide in the toilet or in the roof, or you run away from the house. And a lot of people are experiencing limitation, not because they are meant to experience that limitation, but because they are married to somebody who does not want to grow. There are people who don't want to grow. I'm telling you, guys, there are people who have decided that they don't want to grow. And if you start imposing growth on them, they would attack you for it. You are misogyny, you are a feminist, you are patriarchal, you are matriarchal, you don't respect men. Just because you are challenging them to grow. Find you a passionate person who is crazy about growth. That's where you're meant to find you. Not people who see change as a threat. For the sake of your children, for the sake of your children, for your own sake and for the sake of your children. And then listen, last one. Focus. I always say this. If you have to end your relationship with anybody, it should be that you have assessed that relationship. You have looked at the pros and the cons, and the liabilities outweigh the assets. Not because of one story they told you on social media. There are many relationships and marriages and even friendships suffering right now, not because anything happened that warrants that kind of situation, but because they watch a video on social media of what one girl did, what one woman did, what one man did, what one boy did, and it became something else and they started watching their partner. That's how you women are. That's how you men are. The women on social media who are sleeping around, they are not your woman. The men on social media who are offing any pants they see, they are not your man. Focus on your partner. These things are distractions, and that's why even when you are meant to observe your partner and figure out things that you need to pay attention to, you can't because your head is full of social media stories. Paternity fraud, maternity fraud, fraud, this woman, that. And there are people on social media ready to dish you all those poisons. all those poisons. And peradventure, you are married to somebody who can bring another man's children into your marriage. You also need to take some blame. Check yourself. Yes, you need to check yourself. All men are not equal, guys. Listen to me. I'm a man. I'm telling you, all men are not equal. And I have a lot of female friends who can prove to you that Femi is different. So all men are not equal. But when you give yourself too much to social, and all women are not equal. There are amazing women out there. There are amazing women that when you marry them, no matter the success that you are commanding, it quadruples. That's what happens. There is this growth that begins to come naturally. There are women out there that you just need to just tell her, do this. She runs with it. And she takes it to the next level. There are women like that. But in many cases, those are the women that many of you guys run away from. Because the moment a woman shows strength, she will not be submissive. The moment she's like this, yes, if I give this one a knock on her head, she will obey me. Then you now put her in your house. She's the one slapping you because you are deceived. You are deceived. It's as simple. You are deceived. Inactive, passive, passionless women. Those are the ones that you think, yes, I can handle this one. No, you can't handle her. Passionless men. Because they've told you that you can't help it to, a man must cheat. So you are even the one that will buy condom and give him and tell him, who told you will use the condom? Why are you fooling yourself? You are encouraging nonsense. That's what you are doing. What you are doing to yourself is you are belittling yourself when you give your man the impression that you can go around from one bed to another and you accept it because that is the way men are. You are reducing your worth. That's what you are doing to yourself. Even before him, he can't respect you. He will not respect you because he will go and bring all his STDs and come and put it inside you. Are you not even afraid? These days that people don't like using condom. How many people are using condom? Only 5% of the population are using condom. The rest, they want it like that. Just give it to me like that. And they can jump from one person to 5 people to another, doing it like that. And then you encourage your husband. I know you men cheat, so I don't mind that. Go and ask most women. And they keep advising our young girls. That's the way men are. You better say in your marriage, men are scarce, so men are scarce. So she should stay in a marriage that is dangerous to her life and her health. He should stay in a marriage with a woman that can make him have stroke when he gets to the age of 50. He should stick with her because if he leaves her, he will die. And can I burst your bubble? The people who fall into the wrong hands most times are the good girls and the good boys. I hope you know. The bad ones, they don't do. It is the good girls and the good boys that fall into the trap of the damaged boys and the damaged girls. Because the good guys and the good girls, their decision mechanism is poor. It's poor. They don't know how to make the right decision. They think life is all about I am a good girl, I am a good guy. So let me just look for a man or a woman. The streets is on fire and it's not smiling. The people you least expect to be damaging and destructive and poisonous, those are the people in the dating and relationship market. You don't know. They are not streetwise. They are not streetwise. They are not streetwise. And then you carry yourself to those people. They damage a part of you today. You move to the next person. He damages a part of you. You move to the next person. You are losing your innocence, your virtue, your kindness, your patience, your oil, even your wetness self in your this thing, you are losing it. It's drying up. Your virtue is drying up gradually. It's drying up gradually. As a man, you are losing your testosterone because you are misusing it. That's why you notice you wake up, no more, you are not like this because you have wasted it on people who are vampires. They are not reciprocating because they don't have it anyway. So the people can't give what they don't have. So you're doing. So it gets to the point where the only thing you have left is vengeance. So you see someone who used to be very, very kind and passionate and committed. When they date, they put all their heart in it, has now become another vampire and vindictive person. But that wasn't their story because their decision mechanism is poor. And it is the good, nice, innocent boys and girls that find it hard to move on. Yes, they are the ones who find it very hard to move on, especially at a young age. There are people right now, even at 30 plus, 40 plus, they still find it hard to move on from a relationship that is unhealthy to them. They can't move on. How do I move on? How do I move on? Move on, you're not a tree. That's how you move on. Guys, I told you that till the end of this year, our focus is on life audits. Life audits. So these are the kind of words you're going to be hearing when you join my sessions between now and the end of the year because 2025 must answer to you. And the reason why I'm doing this is because 2025 is a universal year 9. It's going to be tougher than 2024. 9 is not doesn't play with anybody. I'm telling you, 9 is destructive. It's a very extreme number. It is either building you or destroying you completely. So 2025 is not a year to joke with. Because the truth of the matter is, if you don't put the right structure, foundation in place, you're going to become a victim of society. You're going to become a casualty. That's what a lot of people are going to become. If you don't put the right structure and the right foundation in place. When it comes to your spiritual life, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your money life, when it comes to your relationship, you must use your brain. Let me tell you another problem that people have as we close. Your brain is one of the most valuable assets in your spiritual estate, right? So anybody that tells you to shut your brain down when it comes to God or spiritual matters is either ignorant or they are trying to enslave you. Many people are not using their brain. One of the things your brain does for you is that it protects you from danger. If you have a large heart, please have a big head with it. Let your big head merge with your large heart. You are dating someone, you are going to the business relationship, you are in friendship, analyze, evaluate. I've been with this guy for 3 months. Everything he told me he would do in those 3 months, he has not done any of them. Red flag. Because you think red flag is only he cheated on me. That's a red flag. I've been with this girl for so amount of time. Her ways are not pure. And you're not paying attention to that, guys. Thank you for the gift, guys. Your brain is part of your spiritual estate. Thank you, Vaughn. It's an integral asset, valuable asset of your spiritual estate. Right now, let us post Unlock Ghana flyer now on all the social media. Unlock Ghana, guys. We are coming to Ghana. If you are in Ghana, type Ghana in the comment section. If you are in Ghana, type Ghana in the comment section. We are coming to Ghana. I can't wait. I can't wait, guys. I can't wait. We are coming to Ghana. Maybe that's the way I will find my wife. Charlie, we are coming to Ghana. You don't find wife for Nigeria, na Ghana you go find wife. Allah any country. We are coming to Ghana from the 30th. The main event is on the 30th, guys. The main event is on the 30th, and then we're going to be in Ghana for 7 good days for a week. So, and we have activities. Nick Fisher, I hope you are coming. It's 30th December. We are starting on the 30th of December. So those of you who are not in Ghana and you would like to use this as an opportunity to go on some kind of vacation, retreat, end of the year, restful mode, there will be training. Yes, Madam Grace is coming. There will be training. There will be some other activities per day. We're going to the beach. We're going to see some tourist attraction. We're going to have dinner. So officially now, we're going to post the first flyer of the Unlock Ghana. And by weekend, we are releasing all the full details. Now, this is why Unlock Ghana is going to be a powerful event. It is going to be the grand finale of the 18 days manifestation marathon. So the 30th is the last day of the 18 days manifestation marathon, which is going to take place in Ghana. It's going to start virtually, but it's going to end on the 30th of December. And then 31st, we're going to have dinner. On the 1st, we have another activity. On the 2nd, another activity. On the 3rd, another activity. If you want to go to Ghana, all you need to do is, it's an ECOWAS country, so you just need your name, national identity card, if you don't have an international passport, tickets, book an accommodation. If you need us to help you with all this, if you can't do it yourself, the address of the event is going to be on the flyer that we are posting now, so that you can make sure that if you are booking your hotel yourself, you book something around that axis that is also close to where the rest of us are, so we can all, be in proximity whenever we need to meet and do things. And then once again, we have another free manifestation masterclass next week from Thursday to Sunday. That's going to be the bomb. It's going to be like the prelude to the 18 days manifestation marathon. You don't want to miss that too. So if you want to join that and you don't belong to any of our WhatsApp group, click the link in the bio to join the wait list. I don't know if there are questions tonight. I don't know if anybody have questions, so that we can just make sure that we do 2 hours 30 minutes round figure. Today is Friday, so Team Ghana, yes. Afriye has been doing an amazing job for us in Ghana. She's been the one helping us out with venue, accommodation, a lot of things. She's been fantastic, So thank you so much, Afriye, for everything that you have done. Eunice is part of the team. Shewa Ambassador is going to be speaking in Ghana. We're going to launch Circle of Investors Africa in Ghana while we are there. So you don't want to miss the Ghana event. You don't want to miss it, especially those of you in Ghana. You don't want to miss the Ghana event. And we're looking forward to meet you in person, guys, in person. There are people who are coming from the US. from the UK and from some other part of the world to join us for this event. So yeah, we're going to post the Unlock Ghana flyer right now, and then you can see the first information, official information about it. And then from there, we're going to start posting more and more and more and more. And then we look forward to an amazing. One of the reasons you need to be part of this 18 days manifestation that ends in Ghana, virtually in Nigeria, but the last day is in Ghana. And if you are not able to come to Ghana, that's fine. We're going to, broadcast it live so you can participate virtually. The reason is because you need to understand the dynamics of every year. A lot of people are stranded this year because they did not understand the dynamics of 2024. So this will be an opportunity for you to make the best of 2025 if you join and participate or subscribe to the 18 days manifestation that starts on the what? On the 12th and ends on the 30th in Ghana. Starts virtually on the 12th and then ends with a physical event in Ghana on the 30th. And then we follow that up into the new year and we keep having amazing time. Which of the regions in the is the program launching? Is in Accra. It's going to be in Accra. Um, the venue of the first training on the 30th is what again? Kindly read it out. Yeah, African Health Innovative Center, 20 Osula Crescent, Accra. That's where we're holding it. That's where we're holding it. So if you want to book anything, maybe accommodation for yourself, book it in that area. So it's easier for you to come to the venue. And the venue is such a beautiful place, and we're going to have breaks, and then you can just go relax. I'm really looking forward to this, and um, looking forward to seeing all of you in Ghana. So thank you so much. It's been an amazing night with you, and I look forward to another session, which is on Sunday. Live audit part 5 will be on Sunday. And on Sunday, we're going to look at shadow work. Shadow work. That is one session you need to attend. You're going to understand how to comprehend and integrate the darkness in you so that you can shine your lights. So Sunday, 8 p.m., I'll see you again. The VIPs, we're meeting tomorrow, and I'm also organizing another um, invited guest to come and speak to us tomorrow in the VIP. I'm hoping that that will be possible tomorrow. So see you VIP tomorrow at 8 p.m. and then at 8 p.m. on Sunday, I'll see you on TikTok. Ambassador, thank you so much. Savior, thank you guys. Have a great night. Thank you.